I actually travel with my passport wherever I go. I have a go bag that sits in my car because I might be heading home at the end of the day, and next thing you know, I'm diverting to an airport to meet a flight or to take off with a flight. Although we have personnel that are available scattered throughout the country, especially for our medical personnel, I'm always ready to go.
Many times, especially in a stressful environment, people tense up and they begin screaming demands and may even be incoherent, and they're not speaking clearly. They're not giving clear instructions. Meanwhile, your entire operation has to be working so perfectly. There's no room for error. What tips could you share on communications in an industry like yours?
So one thing that we always tell people is that we get it. Our entire company is all medically based. Our medical directors, our nurses, our paramedics, even our flight coordinators are all nurses and paramedics and EMTs and physicians. So we tell them we get it. We understand you're stressing, but let us do the worrying for you. You focus on your loved one. You focus on what you need to take care of. We will take care of all the logistics. There's really nothing that they have to do. We take care of all transports, ground, air. We take care of their food for them. We take care of everything that they might possibly need. We coordinate with the hospitals. We coordinate with their social workers. We'll coordinate with their pharmacies to make sure that their medication gets to them in a timely manner. We'll send separate cars to pick up their luggage for them. Anything that they need, we'll take care of. So we say, you worry about getting home, we'll take care of everything else.
Sim, your company is in a very unique industry, as we've been discussing throughout the show. What marketing challenges do you face? And, what can you recommend to someone who's also in a business that's so specialized?
Well, the marketing issues that we face is that everything we do is confidential, extremely confidential, both from a patient perspective, both from the hospital systems and organ network systems that we service, as well as our corporate charter clients. So the only people who could let the world know what we do is mostly our clients, because we can't share any of our information. My own family has no idea who we fly, where we're going, what we do. All they know is that we're out on a mission. Even with our own company structure itself, everything is kept very isolated, so that only the people who have to know that. There are no names that go across on any of our invoices or anything else like that. It's really, really, everything that we do is extremely, extremely confidential.
So coming back to marketing, it's like a real challenge here, like as far as...
It really is. It really is. So we just talk about what we do, and we don't say any patient names or anything else like that. And even some of the social media marketing that we do, we'll put it up like a week or two later, of just where the plane went. There'll never be a patient face. There'll never be a patient name. There'll never be a hospital name or anything else like that. We try to really keep everything confidential.
Now, I would imagine that you rely heavily on word of mouth. How do you manage to scale a business just through word of mouth?
So word of mouth in today's day and age is not really the word of mouth that people knew of many years ago. Right. There are many different social media platforms that we use. We do some print media. I mean, I don't know if this is the right forum to say it, but print media for the most part is really out, because aside for some branding that we do here and there, most of what we do goes out on the World Wide Web. So it could be LinkedIn, it could be Twitter, it could be Facebook, Instagram, things like that. Those are the things that really impress people, because they get to interact with us and they get to see what we do. But that's really what we do. That's our word of mouth is social media.
So Sim, earlier in the show, you shared also the type of again, we discussed confidentiality is paramount, so I'm not going to ask you for any specific stories, but perhaps you could share, even in terms of just a typical day, of the life-saving work and the type of stress that you deal with.
So no day is typical.
Okay.
I think I might have told you that before. Maybe it was off air. No day is typical. I actually travel with my passport wherever I go. I have a go bag that sits in my car, because I might be heading home at the end of the day, and next thing you know, I'm diverting to an airport to meet a flight or to take off with a flight. Although we have personnel that are available scattered throughout the country, especially for our medical personnel, I'm always ready to go. And I think it's always important that somebody who runs a business, you have to be in the trenches. You really have to understand what's going on. And whatever business it might be, you have to get it. So I always make sure to go on flights. I've gone along on organ flights just so I can see what happens, so I can understand the terms. I can understand the times. I can understand what the word cross-clamp means. I could understand what it means to visualize and accept. I could understand how much time is needed from when they cross-clamp until the heart is out, how much time is needed from when they cross-clamp until the lungs are out, until the kidneys are out. We communicate in every sense, with every step of what goes on. I have people that work for me, but I micromanage. I'm on top of everything because I want to know ahead of time if there are any hiccups or any speed bumps or anything that might be coming down the road. We want to be prepared to be able to help them divert and be able to come up with a plan B, C, D, or even E.
Now, Sim, you shared another very important, valuable lesson for businesses, and that is, just like you mentioned, a CEO, of course, has the world on his shoulders. But still, he has to have experienced being in the trenches. In fact, it reminds me when John Scully, we had him on, he talked about how he drove a truck for Pepsi. And, okay, he was a CEO. He didn't, obviously, once he became CEO, he wasn't out on the road all day. But he worked his way up, so he understood exactly what every single person in the company faces and therefore understands how to deal with those challenges. So you sometimes will, as you indicated, roll up your sleeves and get down and dirty in any aspect of the business that's needed.
That's absolutely correct.
Sim, the time flies. I can't thank you enough for joining me here in tonight's edition of Mind Your Business. In roughly 60 seconds, any final takeaways that you could share with the listeners of Mind Your Business?
Yeah, so the life of aviation is extremely stressful, but it's extremely rewarding. We have the opportunities to be able to help people in their time of need, in their time of stress, to take something that's so overwhelming for them and to say, we're here to make a difference. We're here to make your life a little easier. We're here to take your loved one to a hospital. We're here to take your loved one home. We're here to help you get a heart, help somebody get a lung. We're here to really, really make a difference. And if that's all we can do, our goal is to make a difference and to try to change the world.
So special. Before I let you go, how could people find out more information about your company?
They can go to our website, ParaFlight.aero, that's ParaFlight.aero, or they can call us at 1-844-538-1911, that's 844-538-1911, or at 732-330-4400. They can text, they can WhatsApp, they can access us via Facebook, via Instagram. We're all over.
Sim, thank you so much for joining me here on Mind Your Business.
Thank you. Truly my pleasure. Thank you so much.
I love the honor of interviewing C-level executives and sharing their great advice and perspective on Mind Your Business. I'd love to get your feedback. Post it in the comments below and subscribe. You'll never miss an edition of Mind Your Business.